Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. At any time you are seeing this video, I am Agraj and I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. The today's video will be based upon the topic that can we celebrate festivals during competitive examination preparation. So it's very important, and please try to actually be connected with me because I will give you the answer of all those questions which are coming in your mind. As we come to know that what are festivals, the such things, the such occasions that we celebrate for praying our God, which is actually in our religion, which may be either Bhagwan or Allah, or there are different gods of different religions, but I don't know their names, so sorry for that. But you can celebrate your own festival, there is no restriction for that. So we are going to actually discuss on this topic that if we are getting happiness and positive vibes by doing something, so can we actually do those things during preparation? So it's a question. Now this video will be actually on the basis of all those things, and obviously I'm not talking about atheist peoples who actually do not keep faith on the existence of God, but for those peoples who are theists, that is those peoples who actually keep existence on the existence of God, can understand what did I mean. So let's proceed our discussion further. So as we come to know that while preparing for any competitive exam, which may be either NEET, IIT, JEE or UPSC, it is necessary for you to actually spend your each and every day in study. You have to spend maximum hours of day in only study. But is it only mean that you have to only study, you have to not enjoy other things? No, the answer is no, not at all. You have to also do enjoyment along with study, but that enjoyment must be different from the enjoyment that the peoples do. For example, if you are actually a educated person, that is, if you are well educated, and if you see uneducated persons, so there is too much difference in the way of enjoyment for both these two category of peoples. For example, the well educated or literate peoples will enjoy by other means, whereas the meaning of enjoyment from the view of illiterate peoples will be different. So obviously the way of enjoyment actually depends upon the type of person about which you are talking. As you are student now, so you have to enjoy your life along with study, but that enjoyment must be in a proper way and it must be different. Now obviously I am not talking about those peoples or those students who are actually going for joining offline institute, because you come to know if you are at offline institutes at Akash and Allen, so there is strict environment there, therefore you will be slightly inhabitable to actually celebrate the festivals. But if you are doing online preparation at home by self study, so you will be got directly exposed with what is happening in your house, because you will come to know about each and everything happening in your house. Therefore it is necessary for you to actually decide that whether you want to become a doctor, engineer or IAS officer, or you have to celebrate the festivals only. So let's start discussion. Now you come to know that there is the importance of each and every day, that is there is the importance of single day in a life of student who is participating in competitive examination like IIT, JEE, NEET or UPSC. Because if you are not doing that particular thing, then other student will take your seat and they will actually complete their aim. But what about you? You will be unable to do anything. So try to use the maximum part of your day in study. But I am not actually saying you that you have to only study, because mode of enjoyment is also very important. Because if you are enjoying your life, no, then you can study hard, then you can again increase your brain power, and then you can again able to keep your focus on study. Because as I had already told you, our human mind is entirely different than we think. Okay, if you are only doing the same work daily, then after some days you will be got totally exhausted mentally, you will be unable to do anything. So in order to actually study in a very proper way, it is also necessary for you to actually include the ways of enjoyment in your life, so that you can also enjoy study. As I had already told you in each and every video, that study is not a burden, or don't feel study as a burden on your mind. It's actually the mode of enjoyment. You eat food, you go for taking bath, you do this all the activities daily. In the same way you have to also inculcate study in that particular thing, because study is also a same thing. It is not necessary for you to actually got mentally exhausted while studying. But yes, I can understand, if you are studying 8 to 10 hours a day, then automatically mental exhaustion come in your mind, and hence in order to remove that mental exhaustion, the festivals are made. Because if you enjoy festivals, then you can again start studying freshly. Now, if I talk about Hindu culture, so there are many festivals, as you know. For example, Ganesh Chaturthi, Navratri, Diwali, Dasra. Not only that, but you also know there are many festivals and uncountable festivals are there. If I talk about Muslim culture, so I don't know more about that. Sorry for that, because I am not actually from Muslim community. But yes, I know some famous festivals there also. For example, Bakri Eid, Muharram, and Ramjan. And what about our Christian religion? So I know only the single festival, which is Christmas. I feel that Good Friday is also their festival. So there are different festivals of different religion. Okay, so it is necessary for you to enjoy these festivals while studying, or I can say while you are preparing for competitive exam. Don't behave like persons who only like to study and stay at one home. Okay, you can also go in order to attend many marriage anniversary of your relatives during these 2 years. But don't forget study, because I will explain you what did I mean. For example, there is Diwali. You come to know that Diwali is a big festival not only in India but throughout the world. And if you are in class 11th or class 10th, then you have to celebrate Diwali with your parents. I am not actually telling you to not celebrate Diwali, because Diwali is a big festival and it is also necessary for you to actually involve yourself in that particular festival. But most of the students actually do not study in Diwali at all. You come to know that Diwali is actually the festival of 5 days. So the third day is very important, which is called Lakshmi Puja. But even though the students spend whole 5 days, not only these 5 days, but most of the days in only celebrating the same festival, they do not study. It's very wrong thing. If you are interested in enjoying festivals, then enjoy, because enjoyment is important. But you have to study daily. For example, at a day of Lakshmi Puja, I know that you will be unable to study 10 to 12 hours, but you have to study at least 4 to 5 hours. You can spend at least 4 to 5 hours in study in those days. It is not necessary for you to actually not study at all. There is too much difference in between those two things. You have to enjoy festival, but at a time or at a day of festival, it is not necessary for you to actually close your books and not study. You have to study, but you have to study limitedly. You have to study for about 4 to 5 hours. Don't study for 12 hours at that day or at that particular time, but you have to study daily. It's very important, because I have seen too many students who celebrate festival but they do not study at that day. Why you are not studying at that particular day? Why? Tell me. Because those festivals will come again and again in your life, but your exam will not come again. And in order to allow that particular exam to come again, you have to take drop. And you know that what did I mean? Okay, there is too much value of fresher as compared to dropper. So if you are dropper, please study properly and don't get distracted. You can celebrate festivals. I am not actually keeping compulsion on your mind that you have to not celebrate festivals. Celebrate that, but please study at least 3 to 4 hours that day also. If you are not studying, if you are enjoying festival from morning to evening, then it's a wastage of time. It's the meaning of messing. I hope you have understood. So don't worry about anything and don't take any tension. I can understand enjoyment is also a very important thing for you, because enjoyment provides you mental relief and pleasure, and hence you can able to do anything properly and in a very sophisticated way. Now, one important thing have been left behind, and I will like to discuss with you on this topic, and that is nothing but most of the students actually do not study at a time of big festivals. They only go and they only do the things which are not necessary for them to do at this age. It is not a mode of enjoyment. Remember, if you are interested in enjoying your life in other perspective, then you will be unable to do anything, because the real enjoyment will come in your life if you will actually become a successful person. Because after becoming a successful person, the peoples will ask you, they will actually tell you that this is a boy or this is a girl who had done a very respectful work in his or her life that we cannot able to do. So you have to do such things in your future. After that, you have to enjoy your remaining life. I am not actually telling you to not enjoy your life, but the mode of enjoyment must be different. It's the meaning of my saying. I hope you have understood what did I mean. Now we have completed this discussion that while preparing for competitive exam, it is not necessary for you to actually do not celebrate festival. You can celebrate the festivals also, because celebrating festivals provide you the pleasure and mental stability, and again you got promoted or devoted to the work that you are doing till from the last days. So yes, celebrate festivals, yes, I am telling you, but there must be the limit. At a day of festival also, it is not necessary for you to only celebrate festival. Please study at least 4 to 5 hours at that particular day or time, because I know that at that time you will be unable to study 12 hours, so you have to study at least 4 to 5 hours. It's very important thing. Now we have completed this first topic, that is it necessary for us to celebrate festival, or can we celebrate festival during our study time or during our time which is important for us to study. So yes, you can celebrate festival. Now second important point is how to study systematically and how to actually study at home when there is a difficult time. Okay, it's very important question. If your family and you yourself are in difficult time and you are not understanding what to do, don't worry, you have to actually make your mind in such a way that it will become resistant to all those things from which you are suffering from, because not only in your family but in your own personal life also those challenges will come, and it is necessary for you to actually strengthen your mental strength. Okay, because it is very important. If you are not mentally strong, then you will be unable to do anything in your future, because there are challenges that you have to face not only at this age but also in your future. So if your family and you yourself are going through bad conditions, don't worry, try to find out a solution for that. If you will cry and if you will not study and if you will actually got scared to all those things, then you will be unable to do anything in your life. So you have to actually try to manage your study with all those things, because most of the students actually ask me that how to manage life with study. So it is a wrong statement. You have to try that how we can manage study with our all the activities that we carry out in our day-to-day life, because as I had already told you, if you are not managing all those activities which are actually taking place in your life, then you will be unable to manage study also. First of all, please manage all those activities except study or rather than study which are happening with you, and then automatically you can manage study in your life. So it's very important. If you actually come to know that how to manage all those things, then you can do anything. But if you don't know that how to manage the things in life, then your life will be totally random. You will be unable to take decisions properly. So how to control life? For controlling all those events which are occurring in your life, it is necessary for you to control your mind first, because as I had already told you in my previous videos that if you are not controlling your mind, then your mind will dominate over you, and hence you have to listen what your mind is saying. Okay, and as I had already told you, mind is your enemy. Okay, there is no anybody who is your enemy, mind is your enemy. Therefore, if you are actually not deviating your mind in proper direction, then your mind will never ever support you, and you will have to spend all the life in doing nothing. So God had given you the life only once a time. Please utilize that particular life in doing good things, good works, and please do something good in your life, not only for you but for others also. But yes, primary aim must be you have to do something. You have to not think about others. As soon as you actually achieved something in your life, then you have to think about others. It's very important thing that you have to remember. I am actually not telling you to kill and beat others, but yes, if you are preparing for any exam, so it's a competition, don't think about other, you have to think personally. Okay, if you are doing group study, then stop to do group study at this time, because it's not important to do group study. Please study individually, please live alone, because as much as you will live alone, you will get more and more benefit in your future, because there is actually a power of living alone. If you are studying with your friends, then it will be not good, and it will be not good thing, because as I had already told you, it's a competition. Hence it is necessary for you to keep more and more things secret. Don't do those things publicly. Don't announce those things at a public place, that I am studying from this book, I am solving this question, I am actually referring this teacher. Don't worry, Now one question will come in your mind, that why then you are actually sharing the personal information with us. So I had already given my exam, therefore I am sharing all those personal things with you. Okay, I am telling you that how I have covered physics, how I have covered chemistry, and how I have covered biology. Okay, so I am sharing all those challenges from which I suffer from. But you are now a student and you will give your NEET, JEE or UPSC next year. So the most important thing which is very very important for you is that don't share all those things with others. Okay, so it's very important thing that you have to remember. I am actually not telling you to not help others. You have to help others. You have to help your friends while solving any difficulty which is coming in his or her life, which may be either related to study or rather than study. But don't involve yourself more in solving the difficulties of other, because God had given you the personally life for you also. Okay, so please try to first keep your focus on how can we manage our personal life systematically, and then go and interfere in the life of others. If you are interested in interfering the life of others only, and you are not interested in managing your personal life, then you will be unable to do anything. It's the meaning of my saying. Okay, so I have completed 16 minutes of this video, and I feel that I have discussed in detail about does festivals affect our study, and can we celebrate festivals during our study years. Yes, you can definitely do that, but there must be the limit. At a time of festival you have to celebrate festival, but with that you have to study at least 4 to 5 hours. Yes, I know that you will be unable to study full hours, but at that particular day you have to take a half break, or you have to actually take a half day. You can study half day and you have to celebrate remaining half day in celebrating festivals. So it was actually the today's video. So it was about the today's discussion, and I hope you have liked my video and you have actually liked my information that I had given you. Also comment that whether you like my video in English or in Hindi, because my Hindi is also good. So please tell me. If majority of you give me answer Hindi, then I will change my language. I will actually refer the Hindi language from tomorrow's video. But if you can understand my English, then I can continue my video series in English. So please don't forget to comment. Write down in comment box whether you are interested in listening video from my mouth in either English language or in Hindi. So if majority gives me the answer English, so I will definitely continue this series in English language. But if you are comfortable in Hindi, then I will continue my series in Hindi language. So it depends upon majority. So please don't try to actually take anything that I have actually shared in this video with you on your personal life, because it was a right thing that I have already told you. There was no any wrong thing that I actually share with you in this video. But obviously at the end of this video I am apologizing to all those students who feel bad because of anything I have discussed. So sorry for that. Sorry once again if you are feeling bad. But I actually like to talk anything on the mouth of other, because it's a real thing. You have to face reality in your life. If I will tell lie things, or if I will tell the things which are not applicable in your life, then these things will be not important. Why I have to always say positive things for you? Why? There are also negative things. And if you are actually distracting from study, so it is absolutely important for me to actually tell you all those things which can distract your life. Okay, so if I will only tell you that you are doing good, you are doing good, so you will feel happy and you will feel confident. But if you are really doing mistakes, so it's my duty to handle you. So you can feel bad at time, but don't worry and please understand me and obey your parents. Okay, so till then, okay, bye bye, meet you in the next video. And I will not like to share you the topic of tomorrow's video, but yes, I will upload a good topic and I will actually give you the good information that I had already given you in this video. So don't worry about that. Till then, okay, bye bye, meet you all tomorrow. See you all, bye.